I'm Frank Greskovich. I'm a urologist with Woodlands Medical Specialist. I'm on the board of Woodlands and was part of the team that got together that chose the developer and our partner for the project, and have been very intimately involved with the entire building project, sort of the go-to person in the group when it came to questions about the building and interaction with Cogdell Spencer Erdman. We had a vision, and our vision was essentially to combine together as a group to have a facility that we could give patient care that our former orientation wasn't allowing us to do. And we were really fortunate in that when we started investigating coming together as a group and building the Woodlands Center, we interviewed a lot of different builders and developers, and interestingly, we had a lot of people that could build us a building. We really were just blessed to find Cogdell Spencer Erdman, who could basically share our vision and had the ability and wherewithal to implement it, because we're physicians. We don't build office buildings, but this is more than a building. This project's a concept, and it's a dream of a lot of different physicians in the practice. And I can't think of anybody better than Cogdell Spencer Erdman to have partnered with for this project. From the standpoint of being a physician owner in the building, it was one of those concepts is we needed a partner to help us. The project is quite understandably expensive with all the, not only the building, all the technology that's involved. And we were looking at different ways to partner and have an equity interest in the building, but also keep control ourselves. We talked about partnering with hospitals, but we would lose control. You know, it was our vision, and we wanted to have control of our vision. And then when Cogdell Spencer Erdman came together with their ideas that, hold it, we can build this building and we can partner with you in it, and we understand your vision and we don't want to get in the way of the way you practice medicine, it could be a win-win situation, and that's basically what it's been all along. We have beautiful live oak trees on this property, and we wanted to keep and save as many trees as possible. And a lot of developers would just come in and just cut things down and say, hold it, this is going to cost you more money. This is more trouble for us. And from the get-go, Cogdell Spencer Erdman was like, hold it, we can find a way to save this tree, and we can find a way to put the building so that the natural environment is preserved. And it was just, it's magnificent. We get so many comments from the community how we kept these beautiful live oaks and still had them frame the building and still be able to get the building up with everything we needed relative to parking, relative to space. Our facility is a three-story facility. The first floor is radiation oncology and multiple imaging services, including a women's center. The second floor is medical oncology along with an infusion center. And the third floor, 13,500 square feet of it, is dedicated to a 7-man urology group. And one of the nice things about the synergism of working together with Cogdell Spencer Erdman was, we've designed 2 or 3 offices over the course of 25 years. They've designed hundreds, and they were able to give us information that we could incorporate into our design to make the flow so you could have 4 or 5 urologists working at the same time in a space. And what's really neat about the space is I'm working with 4 other urologists in this space, and I think I'm alone. My patients think they're with me. The waiting room may be a little busy, but it's a beautiful waiting room. The artwork is magnificent. The choices of furniture, the choices of floor coverings and wall coverings are just second to none. And just the finishing touches. Patients walk in and they say, this building is beautiful. I can't believe that we have something like this in this community. And Cogdell Spencer Erdman didn't scrimp on things. There are certain things worth doing well, and they've done it well. We chose Cogdell Spencer Erdman for this project as a result of Dr. Tom Tan, who is president of Woodlands Medical Specialist, having a friend and colleague who is a medical oncologist in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And they built an oncology center for the group that his friend is a member of, and that's how we got in touch with the Cogdell Spencer Erdman group. The team that was put together and sent to us by Cogdill Spencer Erdman was just top-notch and first-rate. They gave us deadlines. They were always on their deadline. They kept having to push us to make decisions. The subcontractors were just, we didn't tell them who to choose, who to look at, but when everything was said and done, the people they chose in the community, and they used subs for just about everything from the community, which was wonderful, were just the top-notch, top-of-the-line people in town, and it was just amazing. The quality of the project, the professionalism of the company. I've had patients of mine come in that had worked on the project saying, we've really never dealt with people with such integrity. Sometimes in the building trade you find that is not always true. And it really is a credit to our builders and developers. Within our community, a group of physicians has really never done anything like this. People walk in and say, gosh, this is just really special. This is something I expect to find if I went to the Mayo Clinic. This is something I'd expect to find if I was in a big city like Houston or Atlanta. It's just a little oasis of just a beautiful center. We're working on making the vision come true relative to patient care, and it's inspirational coming in every day as a physician to work in such a beautiful building, and it's inspires you to try to make your practice equal to the facility. One of the interesting things about this project is that Cogdill Spencer Erdman is a design and build firm. I've built houses before, and the builder is always saying it's the architect's fault, or the architect's always saying it's the builder's fault. There was none of that. If there was a problem, it was taken care of. There wasn't a blame game. And it was just such a pleasure having that aspect of the design-build firm being a part of it. One of the benefits is that Cogdill Spencer Erdman is part owner of the building, so they have an interest, an equity interest, as well as an interest in the building. One of the reasons we decided to retain Cogdill Spencer Erdman in the management of the building ongoing is they just have done such an excellent job. We just can't imagine anybody else, if they did this great of a job building the building, they're going to do just as good of a job maintaining it.